distinguished colleague. The first order of the day is the presentation and consideration of reports of Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions. On Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill 2024 SB 393. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was referred to the committee on Thursday, 18 July 2024. Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Adetokunbo Abiru Mukail, Chairman of Committee, to move the motion for the presentation and consideration of the report.
Senator Abiru.
And my distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Adetokunbo Abiru, and I represent Lagos East Senatorial District. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, I rise to move that the Senate do receive and consider the report of the Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions on the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill 2024 SB 393. I so move, Mr. President. I so move, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues.
Senator Sani Musa.
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, I stand to second the motion that where is the other paper? That the report of the Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions be received and considered. I so second. No, it has already been moved. So second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in support that the committee's report as presented be received by this August Assembly, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished Senator Ashu, you may wish, Abiru, you may wish to proceed. What's the difference between Ashiru and Abiru? Both of them sound the same. They sound the same. Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, what is the deputy leader? Let's summarize the report.
Good colleagues, once again, my name is Adetokunbo Abiru, and I represent Lagos East Senatorial District. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, it will be recalled that the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, at its sitting on Thursday, 18 July 2024, read for the second time the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill, SB 393, and referred same to the Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions for further legislative action. The bill is sponsored by my humble self and all members of the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions. On page 1, we have the methodology, which is essentially the conduct of public hearing and also consultation with stakeholders. And of course, we also received a lot of memoranda, which we also considered. On page 2, we have the objectives of the bill, and it is essentially to consolidate the various existing pieces of legislation regulating the conduct of insurance businesses in Nigeria, such as the Insurance Act 2003, the Marine Insurance Act, Motor Vehicles Third-Party Insurance Act, the National Insurance Corporation Act, and the Nigerian Reinsurance Corporation Act as well. Another major objective is also the need for a robust legal and regulatory framework that will ensure that the insurance sector contributes positively to the principal objective of the financial system strategy in order to make Nigeria Africa's financial hub and one of the 20 largest economies in the world. Another objective is the need to evolve effective risk-based supervision in the regulatory system, as the existing rule-based supervision enabled by the current laws have become obsolete. Other key objectives are stated as points 3D to G. On page 3, also, we have the proceedings at the public hearing. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, in the course of the public hearing, stakeholders made far-reaching presentations in support of the passage of the bill. And the general consensus among stakeholders was that the laws regulating the industry are obsolete and they currently stifle the industry's potential to compete globally. They also do not resonate with the current dynamics and evolving needs of the Nigeria's insurance industry. All these legislations have surpassed a 2-decade mark, and they lack provisions that can adequately address contemporary challenges and support growth and innovation within the industry. This legal obsolescence has led to some of the regulatory inefficiencies in the insurance industry, and this has also hampered the industry's ability to successfully compete on a global level. Legislative summary. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, it is worthy to state that after the public hearing, the committee painstakingly analyzed the presentations made at the public hearing by some key stakeholders, and some of the summary will include that. On the whole, the inputs made on the proposed bill as recommended by the committee for the approval of the Senate will go a long way in providing a comprehensive legal framework for the regulation and supervision of all manner of insurance businesses in Nigeria, in order to ensure that the industry is able to successfully compete on a global level and also improve international competitiveness of Nigeria's insurance industry. Recommendation on page 5. The Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, to which this bill was referred, having favorably considered same which reflect the majority of the memoranda and submissions received from stakeholders and the general public during the public hearing and which are in the attached report, now recommends that the Senate do consider and pass the Nigerian Industry Reform Bill 2024 SB 393. I so move, Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues. Thank you very much.
Mr. President.